we're making a fabulous homemade chai masala, and then from that masala we're going to make a lovely warm drink called a kado, which is wonderful when it's cold outside and also works wonders when you have a sore throat or a cold or a cough. So let's begin. We're going to need 1 cup of green cardamom, half a cup of cassia or cinnamon if that's what you have, 1/4 cup of cloves, and 1/8 cup of black peppercorns. Then we're also going to need 1 tablespoon of dried ginger powder and half a tablespoon of long pepper root powder, also known as piper longum root. You don't need to roast these spices before blending them. Just gently warm them up in a microwave or out in the hot sun. I'm just going to give you a little information on green and black cardamom. They're both actually different varieties of the same family. The green cardamom is harvested before the fruit is completely ripe and therefore has a slightly sweeter taste and is used in desserts and sweet dishes, whereas the black cardamom is harvested when the fruit is completely ripe and then roasted in a large fire pit, so it has a bit of a smoky flavor and is used a lot more in savory foods and in making masalas, different kinds of Indian masalas. Both cardamoms are indigenous to India. Let's talk a little bit about cinnamon and cassia bark. The long stick that you see in front of you is actually a cinnamon stick, which is most commonly used in Western desserts, whereas the shorter bark that you see is cassia bark, and that is most commonly used in Indian cuisine. They are both varieties from the same family, but they do not come from the same tree. If you smell them, the aroma is slightly different. The cinnamon stick is sweeter and milder in flavor, whereas cassia bark is a little sharper and is more aromatic and is used in savory cooking. Most Indian food, when they refer to cinnamon, they're actually referring to cassia bark and not to the cinnamon stick. So the recipe that we're making today actually requires cassia bark and not a cinnamon stick because we need the sharper, more pungent flavor of the cassia bark. In a blender, we're going to add the cassia bark first, followed by the peppercorns, black fresh peppercorns. Next, we're going to add the fresh cloves. And finally, our green fresh cardamom pods. We're going to use them whole because we need the seeds and the skin of the cardamom as well because it's extremely flavorful. And now we're going to blend this. Our rough blend is ready. Pass this through a sieve now. Don't use an extremely fine sieve, but a slightly larger sieve will be sufficient. Pass the entire mixture through the sieve and then you will have roughage left over, which I recommend that you blend one more time, pass it through the sieve again and then blend it a third time to extract maximum flavor. Once you've passed it to the rough sieve, you'll have a coarse blend of the chai masala powder, which you can leave as is, or if you prefer, you can pass it through a fine sieve now to get a finer blend of the masala. Now let's add our 2 powders, which is the dried ginger powder and the long pepper root powder. We put this in through the larger sieve that we have used initially and then mix everything together. And I recommend, if you want a nice fine blend, to pass it now through a smaller sieve so that you get a nice powder which is a little more fine. This powder is great and can stay refrigerated for up to 6 months in your fridge, and you can take a little out and use as you need. This is the roughage left after all our blendings. Don't throw this away because it's an extremely flavorful blend. You can still use it in making your chai and use it as chai masala. You can even add it to Indian dal or Indian vegetables as a flavoring because it has some fabulous taste in there. And our ready chai masala is here. It tastes fabulous. Just make it once and you will swear by this. As I mentioned, you can store this up to 6 months in the refrigerator. Just keep a little bit outside for your use and then you can keep refilling it as you need it. Once you have this, you're never going to go back to store-bought chai masalas. We're now going to make the kado. I've put 3 cups of water in a pan to which we're going to add sugar. I'm using raw brown sugar, but you can use any sweetening of your choice. You can use white sugar, you can use jaggery. It's really up to you. I'm putting in a 1/4 cup of sugar. If you need more or less based on your preference, please go ahead. To this, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of our chai masala. Bring this to a boil. Once it's boiled, cover it and let it sit for about 5 minutes. And then strain and pour into a cup. And our fantastic kado made from our homemade chai masala is ready.